that in a way, not that you made it happen, but the sacrifice was given for you as an ummah, as an individual. But you remember, yes, it's my friend's birthday today. Yes, it's my friend's anniversary today. My wife's anniversary today. And this is my, and etc., etc. And have you ever felt that someone gave his life, his children, sacrificed his women and everything for you, and all it happens is you hear a story once in a life, once in a year, and then actually forget about it and get on with your life. And the very people he was against, who, because Yazid was drinking alcohol, taking drugs, he was a womanizer, he was a fraud, financial fraud. The very thing why Imam Hussain radiallahu was against him, if we are doing the very thing, we are sitting in the lap of Yazid and in the camp of Yazid and with those people of Kufa there. This world is nothing. As I mentioned, that 14 centuries have passed. How many generations, how many Yazids and others have passed again and again. But the truth itself is standing. So you should feel responsible and make it relevant to yourself, individual life, and there should not be a day or night in which you do not actually remember someone who gave such sacrifice, not for himself. He didn't need anything. He had the honor, he had wealth, he had everything. And Yazid was willing to give him everything. Only thing was, he didn't want the true message of Islam to be transferred to the next generation. He said, no, just be quiet. And who was the next generation? Me and you who are coming today. So today the Quran we have, and Islam we have. Maybe we are not practicing it, but at least in the form of books, in the hearts and the minds of the ulama. This is because of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu anhu, that he is there, that everyone is benefiting. So it's not a normal sacrifice, it's not just an incident, or it was about government. It never was about government. What you say, if a person owns whole of the earth, will he fight over a toilet with someone? Let's say you own whole of the 7 continents and there's only one toilet which is about 2 meters square. Do you think that king who owns whole of the earth, he will be bothered about one toilet? No, it's not unthinkable. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Sayyida Shibab al-Imam Hussain radiallahu anhu is the prince of heavens and the kingdom of heaven and Jannah. So when he is prince of paradise, this dunya is like toilet compared to paradise, and so small and so insignificant that he has no value as such. So he, a prince of paradise, what does he have to do with this? So message was about, it was about the conveyance of message, the delivery of message. تو یہ آپ سب کو جاننا چاہیے، رونے پیٹنے جو بھی کرے، لیکن پہلے یہ جانے کہ سیدنا امام حسین رضی اللہ عنہ نے وہ قربانی نہ اپنے لیے دی، بلکہ خود تو وہ پہلے ہی صحابہ رسول، نواسہ رسول صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم تھے. وہ قربانی آپ لوگوں کے لیے ہوئی ہے، آپ لوگوں کے لیے دی گئی ہے کہ یہ اسلام کی صحیح شکل میں اسلام اگلی نسلوں تک، قیامت تک کے لوگوں تک پہنچے. تو اس لیے میں اور آپ اس کے ذمہ دار. ہمارے لیے ہم پر تو تھوڑا سا احسان کا، ہم کہتے ہیں جی بڑی فیور، فلاں نے جی میری برتھ ڈے کی، فلاں نے مجھے ٹوپی دی، فلاں نے مجھے جوتے دیے، فلاں نے مجھے پیسے دیے، فلاں نے میری دعوت کی، فلاں مجھے انگلینڈ لے کے آیا. اور جو ہستی جنت لے کے جا رہی ہے آپ کو، اور جس نے اپنی جان قربان کر دی، تو کتنا جو ہے وہ احسان عظیم ان کا ہے. اور کتنی پھر آپ کو اور مجھے قدر جاننی چاہیے کہ ہم اس مشن کو اب آگے لے جب ہماری باری ہے. it is our turn to actually practice and pass this message. لیکن ہم تو اپنی وہی جو کام یزید کرتا تھا ہم بھی کر رہے ہیں. Yazid as a person, Imam Hussain radiallahu anhu, was not against him. It was because of he had some evil traits in him. Number one, he was lazy in his prayer, meaning his relationship with Allah was not good. He didn't offer Fajr prayer, mostly he was absent. That was one of the reasons. He stood up against him, that how can this person be a ruler? Is he giving a message? What his message is he giving to others when he himself is not in Fajr Salah, when Allah is called, and he is lazy in Salah? تو اگر میں اور آپ بھی فجر کے وقت خراٹے لے کے خراٹے مار رہے ہیں تو وہی کام تو ہم کر رہے ہیں جو جس کی وجہ سے امام حسین یزید کے خلاف تھے. دوسرا کام, second thing, as I mentioned in English already, وہ نشے کا عادی تھا, نشے کا, شراب, یہ چرس فہیم. تیسرا وہ عورتوں کا بڑا دل دادا تھا, گانیاں والی رکھی ہوئی تھیں. He had kept dancers, singers in his palace. وہ رکھی تھی, ان کو گانا سننا, کیونکہ اس وقت ٹی وی میڈیا تو نہیں تھا, تو وہ لائیو شوز were going on. تو آج اگر میں اور آپ بھی آئی پیڈ پہ, انٹرنیٹ پہ, ٹی وی پہ وہی لائیو شوز, گانا بجانا, ڈمکنا اور ڈھول ڈمکتا اور ڈانس اور فحش فلمیں دیکھ رہے ہیں, میرے اور یزید کا یہی تو عمل تھا اس کا. If we are also doing same thing, as he was interested in these dancing and things, that's what the Sahaba Ikram and others stood up against him. So other, he was useless entertainment, hobbies which have no meaning, like playing with monkeys, some are keeping pigeons, کسی نے کتے رکھے ہوئے ہیں, کسی نے کوئی رکھا ہوا ہے, etc. etc. So a hobby a person should have, hobby which gives you something positive, gives you health physically, or it improves your mental health. One should not have such a hobby which has a negative impact upon the person or the family or the society. اب چرس پینا, بدماشی کرنا, یہ کوئی ہابی تو نہیں ہے. تاش کھیلنا, گاڑیوں میں سکڈیں مارنا, گاڑیاں لے کے ادھر کی ادھر, ادھر کی ادھر, تو یہ طریقہ نہیں ٹھیک. تو ان وجوہات کی وجہ سے دوسرا فراڈ تھا, فراڈ ود منی, پبلک فنڈز. In our language you may say public fund کیا ہے, disability benefit claiming it by fraud, housing benefit by fraud, social security by fraud, job seekers by fraud, tax by fraud, other things by fraud. یہی پبلک فنڈ کا مس یوز ہے. That's what Sayyidina Imam Hussain said Yazid was doing, misusing public funds, which was Baytul Mal, like public fund is called Baytul Mal in Islam. And he said, I am against this person who is abusing public funds. اگر میں اور آپ بھی یہی کر رہے ہیں تو ہمیں تو فکر کی بات ہے کہ قیامت والے دن آپ اٹھیں ایسے, on one side is Yazid standing, on one side Abu Jahl standing. کیونکہ ابو جہل اور یہ لوگ, امام حسین رضی اللہ تعالیٰ عنہ said, you will be resurrected with those people who you love and whose habits you have adopted, whose amals you have adopted. On the day of judgment, some people will end up with the people of Lut, of Qawm Lut, some with Qarun, some with Yazid. Whatever traits matches, you will be with them. So it's really a matter of concern. Anyway, we cannot really go in depth into his life. There are hundreds and millions lessons from his life.